so there's some drama going on the internets. People don't really want to talk about it. So, James Charles. Something weird's going on there. And for this whole thing that happened with this TikToker, like, I don't know how to say this, but you both are wrong. The boy that started his story off saying he was trolling, which the word trolling in itself, you threw yourself under the bus, okay? Trolling, we all know, you're basically looking for people's attention, or for some attention. In this case, you were trolling a famous gay YouTube beauty vlogger, whatever you want to call him, but you were trolling him. So you were trying to get his attention. And then when you got his attention, then what? Now you're all of a sudden a kid, right? Now all of a sudden, I'm only 14. Now James is wrong too, don't get me wrong. Like, bruh. I'm gonna give you a little piece of advice. I'm not that much older than you. I mean, I'm middle-aged now, but like, when you're 21 and you've got a Brazilian butt lift, according to, you know, the leaked, actually, maybe I shouldn't say that, but who cares? I'm going to leave it in here. You want a man. Like a man. You don't want a boy. Like, seriously, think about it. I mean, and if you do, that's messed up, and you're going to get caught up, and it's going to get disgusting, and let me see if I can fit right here. I don't think I can fit. It doesn't matter. Anyway, if your preference is younger looking men, make sure they are 18. Absolutely. Yeah, otherwise you're going to get yourself into a situation and Jeffree Star's going to be over there laughing his ass off. And he's going to say, what did I tell ya? I told y'all. I warned y'all. And then what happens with Tati's first video? And her second video? Does that mean that the first video was factual and the second video was like, oh, well, now that he's got more followers than him, I'm going to join this bandwagon. Like, you know what I mean? And then, like, I don't think he's addressed it. And then, like, everybody's like, oh, this is real serious. We can't talk about it. He's so young. Let me tell you something. He knew what he was doing when he got on the internet. And he knew what he was doing when he was trolling James Charles. Trust me, if it was a chick, he wouldn't be claiming the I'm a 14-year-old card. He would probably be like, oh, yeah, let me go bounce up on it. Like, let's be real. Now, also on the James side, and the video clips that of you and Rylan and Shane and like you talking about it's not a challenge if he's not a straight guy, like that makes us look so disgusting. Luscious Massacre said our gayness is tolerated. They're using it against us. You're giving them fuel to use this against us. Please think about your actions before you act. Now, I know I said this advice, and if somebody were to say this advice to me, you know what I would be like? They don't know my life. So I get it. This is nothing. You have to live and learn. I'm that person. No matter how many times you tell me that stove is hot, not to touch it, I will not learn until I burn my finger on the stove and I touch it myself. That's how my whole life has been. My parents warned me, try and set me up for success. I had to mess it all up, trust me. Until I've made up my mind or my decision, nobody can tell me any different. I'll take people's suggestions into account, and I really do believe in being fair and hearing both sides of the story fully out before making an assumption or a judgment or an opinion. But when it comes to like my own personal life, I think I know what's best for me sometimes, or I used to think I knew what was best for me, but it was really what I wanted, not what was best for me. And yeah, I learned a lot of life lessons that way. So I just thought I would share. Okay. Is this girl going or... So I really wasn't trying to be a drama channel because... So I kind of like tried to start a drama channel when like Luscious Massacre and Rich Lux got into a fight. And I got 200 views. Like, I thought I had made it. I was like, oh, this is easy. But then when I didn't talk about people that people knew, like, nobody watched my videos. So then I was like, oh, there's like a little alley there. I didn't know that. I'm just gonna say what's on my mind and post what I want and go and not worry. As long as I'm doing this for me, the rest will fall into place, right? Right, okay. I'm trying to think, was there anything else on my mind? Oh yeah! Free Britney. Okay, Aphrodite posted a video yesterday. If you don't know who Aphrodite is, he is a tarot card reader in the world of YouTube, and I think he's like a streamer, a gamer streamer too. I don't really watch that kind of stuff. I just like the tarot readings. I needed a reading on the Free Britney Spears movement, and he basically said that her conservatorship is gonna end soon, and I think he said something big is gonna happen in September. And he also said that she is giving us little clues in her videos, and her boyfriend can't be trusted, her dad can't be trusted. And I think he said that like 3 people are gonna speak out, and it was gonna be like a sibling, maybe Kevin and one of her sons, or like something weird is going to happen. And then the reason that she's going to get out of her conservatorship, he said, is because they're like mismanaging her funds. So right now they're just delaying it because she just had a court date that she couldn't make because of, I don't know why she couldn't make it, but she needs our prayers, I think. So I've been a Britney Spears fan since 6th grade. I remember when that Hit Me Baby One More Time album came out. Like, even the Jock Boys were listening to that, and like that's how you knew our girl Britney done made it. And you know what? I forgot about this, but like back in 2007, after like all my favorite Hollywood starlets were getting DUIs, Britney Spears was in the mix, right? Remember when she used to drive around in her Mercedes and had the fun wigs? And like, I used to live for that on the blogs, gosh, whatever it is. The paparazzi would follow her around, and I literally would go from like this blog to Perez Hilton to TMZ to X17, because there would just be different, the paparazzi would catch her at like different gas stations or doing different things. And then I remember when she like shaved her head, and remember she put the best album of her life out, Blackout. So her music has not been the same since Blackout. I think that was the last album where she like, before she went into her conservatorship. But like, Britney, we hear you, we see you, and wait till September. Free Britney. Yeah, can you imagine being a grown woman and still having to have permission from your father to do anything, to spend your own money that you worked your butt off for, that you supported the whole family for, that you got your sister on television for? Like, and oh yeah, I should say, Aphrodite's readings are all alleged for entertainment purposes only. So of course it's not like set in stone this is going to happen in September, but he said something pretty big's going to happen in September. But I just feel really bad. Oh, and he also said that Britney Spears is really smart. She might be playing this little dumb card, but she is far from it. Britney, we got your back. Oh, one other thing I want to mention is he said Kevin Federline is actually on Britney's side. He actually might help her get out of her conservatorship because she is like really showing up, being a parent and taking care of those kids, which wasn't that the whole thing anyway? She didn't want to give her kids back, and that's why they were like, and then they took her out in the ambulance and the whole world had to see it. That was sad. I'm sorry, Miss Spears. You didn't deserve all that, but that's okay. Your true Britney fans are here for you, and we'll be here for you when you get out of that conservatorship. Ooh, I wonder, Aphrodite said that she might have to make a deal where, like, she has to owe them 3 more albums or something, which is, but he said she'll do it. She'll, you know, make whatever deal she has to get her freedom back. Which is super sad that she has to, like, promise to put out artwork, her own music for her parents, to her dad or whatever, her dad, to get the money. Like, it's disgusting. See, sometimes money does make family members do disgusting things to their family. If I ever won the lottery, I don't know if I would tell my family that I won the lottery, because I would be, well, actually, so my dad was like that when I was younger. He, like, didn't like talking about money in front of people, and I never got it until I got older, and then I was like, oh, I get it now. Yeah, so if I were to ever win the lottery, I would not tell people, and I would totally do, like, random acts of kindness and donation. And of course, I would invest my money to support myself for the rest of my life and my family. And then I would maybe I would actually try and get a couple surrogates to have children and have a family. That's my dream. It would actually be my dream to have, I know this sounds a little crazy, to have twins or triplets. That way I can have, like, all my kids one age, you know? I don't know, but everybody thinks it's, like, wild that I want more than one kid. Now, let me tell you, I loved kids until I started working in a restaurant, and then I realized that nobody knows how to pick up after their kid in public, and they expect the waiter to do it for no extra tip money. And then I hated them. And let me tell you, like, I cleaned up throw up. This guy, he clearly didn't take care of his kid very often. I think his wife was the caretaker most of the time, and he looked military, and it was by the military base, so, like, I'm just gonna assume he was military. Oh yeah, and I gave him a military discount, so he was military. But his kid literally, like, threw up on the table, threw up all over himself, and he just looked at me. He didn't know what to do. I was like, so I had to go grab a towel, and I had to clean it up. And he still only left me $2. I was like, are you kidding me? I don't clean up my own throw up. Actually, I don't think I did throw up. The last time I threw up, I think Joe cleaned it up for me. I know, I'm the best boyfriend. But, like, I cleaned up this kid's throw up, and the dad did not even appreciate it enough to hook me up. But regardless of that, if it was my kid, I would have cleaned it up. And, yeah. Yeah. So, I think I'm going to end this here. We're at 23 minutes. Do I need to recap this video? James and that boy, you're both wrong, and I'm just going to say that. You're both wrong. We need to free Britney. Was there another subject that I talked about? Man, I'm too ADD. I need to take notes. Yeah, so don't forget to appreciate one of the little moments of your day today. That way when you look back and you're old, you don't think that you didn't appreciate the little moments. And if you want to watch my old videos, they're there. If you found any value or want to, see when I post again, you can subscribe, comment, like, do what you gotta do. And I will see you in the next. Bye! I'm surprised my battery lasted this long.